movie was Shrek, like mini animated bullshit
God,
Oh my
at
god.
Universal
bro, look at
Studios.
you. They can hear you for sure today.
Is it recording?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
live.
Oh, cool. Well, anyways,
It's tuned and
It
the
was-
frequencies.
And the frequencies, boys.
Episode
We're
2
back.
got Roach
We're
and
my
back.
favorite
Yes,
people
yes.
right
We're
here.
fucking back, bro.
got you
Los
back. I told
Los
them.
Tres
back.
Amigos.
I make shit
Bobby,
happen.
we're fucking back,
We're
eh?
fucking here. We
Hey,
live.
we're live.
Forever and
This
eternity.
This is where the brainstorm started.
Hey, resume,
These
Bob.
guys in a room.
Oh
yeah.
Resume.
So my first 3D movie though
Uh huh.
is Universal Pictures, like a Shrek short. It wasn't even 3D. It was 4D.
Okay.
They had like those chairs
Oh,
with
and it
like
would
the
shoot
wind
shit
and
at
the
you?
mist.
Yeah, that's what I seen
Like
in.
before 3D was even cool, but like god damn, that 3D was fucking sketchy with the spiders. They shot wind at me, and I was like, I don't fucking want to leave, mom. Like,
There's spiders
It
in
got
this
me.
bitch,
It
yeah.
got me, dude.
Yeah, that's how I felt
Fucking
at
Shrek, bro.
Universal Studios.
I mean, I
I
watched
watched
some scary
Honey,
shit.
I Shrunk the Kids, and it wasn't the actual movie. It was some sort of like
The short, yeah.
Yeah, and like
I feel like
but
it was like the
also 4D,
same
they were
little
shooting
theater
water,
that
yeah.
they would change the movie that they had regularly.
Yo, we need to go to like Six Flags or something, fellas. Let's go do that.
That would
so
be
much
awesome,
fun.
man.
I don't know which one I want to go to. Like
Six
I
Flags
used
Universal?
to always know.
Universal right now would be so cool, modern day.
I don't
I
know.
mean, we're
Yeah.
adults and stuff, but still.
Star Wars Land is done at Disney, I think, or almost
go to
done.
Grant.
now.
So
Let's go to fucking Disneyland.
I'm just saying, like there's
Like
like
Disney
certain
World?
places.
You didn't move,
certain
right?
places.
What do you mean?
Since we started this podcast?
Since we started?
Yeah.
Have
You
I-
His-
haven't moved.
No, he has not moved.
Alright, I'm just tripping because I didn't want you to get out the camera frame.
Oh no! Like I might have leaned over this way some,
He
but
might
like,
have got closer, if anything.
I have not
Maybe.
adjusted my seat or anything.
I hope we're good.
No, I think we are.
We're chilling.
Andres, it's okay. If
We
they don't
are
see-
one.
No one needs to see me anyway. You know.
We are one. That's a famous quote in my life. There's just one time
We are many.
I ate a mushroom cap like probably like this fucking big as this thing. Like I mean like for the camera, like it was huge. The whole thing was an eighth.
Jesus.
Oh my god, I was high for like fucking 12 hours.
Huge. Fuck that.
I had a roommate at the time. I had a roommate at the time. He was okay at the time. Ended up not liking him later. Starting with that night, I was like, I'll give you this eighth if you fucking babysit me and I don't have to fucking sell weed, because I used to sell a lot of weed at the time. And guess what he didn't do? He didn't help me sell weed. So I went to concentrate, and like I did it. I did the little bit of business real quick. I did like a little fucking 30 sack thing, well, nothing too big, but it was for a friend. So like I was like, yeah, I got you, bro. You're the homie. Come through. Concentrating to do that math was the hardest fucking thing in my fucking life, probably. Like,
Oh yeah, you weren't even thinking about numbers. You were thinking about
Okay.
letters and speaking.
well, I'm
or
looking at like
anything.
a blue LED screen.
Where the fuck did I just go to?
Yeah. I got it done, but like as soon as I got it done, the fucking trip was intensified by so much. Like I was literally like falling down, swirling. Like it was like it turned like from like normal trip to like full hallucinogen trip. It was great. It was awesome.
So we're going to
I'm
Disneyland.
thinking about it like Disneyland.
Oh, crazy.
We could go to Disneyland. That
Wherever
sounds
we're going.
dope. I'm down.
We're
But thinking about what he's saying, I can't tell you. Like I think maybe it's happened like 2 or 3 times to where I can remember where I had done like a good 8 trip or something like that, and a couple hours later when I start to like really hit hard, I'm like, what the fuck did I take? Like I don't know. I'm trying to grasp like.
That was not okay.
What the fuck did
That
I
was not
take?
okay.
Like,
Why did
why
I do
am I? Why is my head
I
feeling
literally
all
saw that
fucking
fool.
discombobulated and shit?
I saw that fool's heavy red
Oh.
tones. I thought he was the devil. I was like, get him away from me. To my other friends shrooming and my
That's
wife
what I'm
and
saying.
shit.
Like when I walked in and you're watching 101 Dalmatians.
Oh my god, I know you were tripping
And
balls
I
on that. That
was
movie's really
fucking-
dark now that I think about it.
Someone getting a
Yeah,
haircut
she's
and
trying
the
to kill
fucking
puppies.
white noise from the fucking razor, that frequency is just like.
I mean, I'm
and
sorry.
just-
Like,
oh no, I was.
It just happened to be something that was in
was-
at the time at my
It
house.
was a good day for me. Like other than walking into the fucking house with the
Yeah,
razor.
I changed that
like,
quick.
But the
Oh, that's right. I
but
shaved.
you, sir-
Who did I? Was it my head that I
it was
shaved
your
or my?
brother.
Oh, my
It was
brother.
Mark.
That's
Shout
right. I
out
shaved
Mark.
Mark's head.
Mark's head.
Yeah. And he came over shroomy. He didn't tell me he was shroomy, and he's like, "Did you really shave your brother's head right now?" I was like, "Yeah." What do you mean?
Mhm.
This is hilarious.
I
This shit is funny.
And I was like,
don't believe you. He
I-
said. I swear to God, that's what he said.
It was
He's like, "I don't
so-
believe you."
it was so crazy because that was going on, and then I'd go around the other wall of that dining area, and
It
it
was
was,
like
so
divided.
white because it was the afternoon, it was bright as fuck in there. So, and then I went to sit down. They're watching 101 Dalmatians, and I'm looking at the screen, and
Whoop.
it's fucking Cruella.
Trying
And
to
so,
kill Being
so
an
evil
happens to
fucking
be
bitch.
fucking
Trying to
like
kill puppies and
Cruella's
shit.
like a big movie.
Yeah.
Like I
Big
need
movie
puppies.
recently.
Yeah,
like
just-
I haven't watched
it's
it, but
supposedly really
like
good.
I
too.
just like saw Cruella like at the time, and I was just like, no.
I don't know
and
if you guys know the,
it was like
the old
the- it
Cruella
was like a
looks like
little-
a fucking lich.
No, but he wasn't watching it on that. He was watching on
I'd run through
Netflix. It wasn't
Yeah.
animated, and they
Oh, it was that
portrayed
one,
the
that's right,
emotion of her with the red fucking lighting and shit of the fucking background. So I wasn't tripping on her. I was just the emotion and everything portrayed into it. I was like, this is bad. No, like this is really dark.
Bad vibes for
voodoo
the
I'm going
shroomage.
into. Like, I'm gonna leave around. Like, Roach is like.
You
I
He
forgot
asked me
what
to
he
change
said.
it, like,
I was like,
we changed
this
it.
shit. And I was like, no, because I don't like watching TV and all that.
I don't like anything
Yeah,
when
man.
I'm peaked up on fucking mushrooms.
I forget.
I don't know what to fucking do with myself, dude.
Screens
I
are
can't
weird.
sit. I can't stand. I can't
That's one of the weird
fucking.
ones for me.
I can't do anything.
Life is enough. Fuck a
I've
screen,
done
like a
it back
phone, like
to
it's a
where,
whole
like,
other world.
I had took an eighth, and then the next time I took an eighth, I remember I looped back into where I left off from the last eighth because it was going too hard, and I
Whoa.
went in and I was like, because the cookies.
No, I'm back here.
And I was like, the fucking cookies brought me back to
What cookies?
this fucking the cookies on the internet, bro.
Oh, okay. Oh no.
Nigga. Like the cookies brought me back to the same spot, and I was like, are you serious? I was watching this same shit like the last time I was off at 8th and tripping and like ready to go to the next city, like, you know what I mean? And I was
Hit
like,
that same vibe.
and I was
and
like, no.
hit the
Yeah.
same curve and shit. Oh,
That loop, I went back 2 months, 3 months or whatever, but into
That's
the
cool.
same time, you know what I mean?
I'm
Time
excited to
is
see those new
timeless.
studies come out in the next like 10 years
Time
on all
is
the fucking
timeless.
shit they've been doing.
Timeless.
Time is, in fact, timeless.
How do you do that shit?
I don't know. You don't
just fucks with
fucking light it though.
That's
Wh-
Chris's fucking board.
What
He
is
knows,
all that
right?
though? What else can you do?
We can do
We
many
never
things.
really fucked with it.
You
Are
don't
those
fuck
mushrooms
with it.
hitting
Like,
yet?
I fuck with it. It's for recording and all
No,
that.
yeah.
All right.
But we don't want to get all Rick and, hey Rick, you want to fucking come down here and fuck with this acid tab? No, fuck that. I want to do these shrooms.
Morty saying it.
I did acid in Vegas one time.
Oh,
That was pretty cool.
fucking, you're crazy. You're
And
the
this-
bravest man
this-
on the planet.
Oh.
In a way, you know.
When
like-
was this?
This was
They don't know.
2013, baby. This was the summer of 2013.
the year after the
June.
world ended.
Yeah, the year after the world was over. 6 months after. Anyway, yeah, we went to EDC. A friend of ours, old friend of Robert's.
Electric Dance Carnival.
Yeah, EDC in Las Vegas. So I went up with the homie Anthony, his girl, her two friends. We picked up some. Do you guys want to hear this whole story?
They want to
we
hear
can't-
this
yeah.
whole story. Come on, Anders. We
Alright.
know.
It's up to
Hey,
you.
we
know,
Alright,
like,
alright,
Is-
alright.
Do you want to
This
tell
is-
the whole
I don't
story?
want to. I don't want to give away too many names.
Don't
so-
say names. Yeah.
So we roll up with my bro. Was I too close or what?
No, I don't know. Something.
Too much static on my thing.
I heard
you
the,
hear it too?
The, the interference. Yeah, I think it was.
I might
me
have
over
moved
here.
it. Did I move it? My bad.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I think we're good.
so yeah, EDC was Friday to Sunday. we had 3-day passes and shit.
Savages.
Oh, shit.
In June, may I remind you, this year, 2021, it's gonna be in October, but October or
I'm
something.
not even sure anymore.
At the end of this
I don't
year.
keep up with that.
But like that shit. So I think it's 20 years now.
About to be 8
Yeah,
years since I
yeah.
went. And it's crazy.
It's been like since like the early 2000s. It's been
Yeah.
or before the 2000s, huh? Then, wow, I didn't know it was in the 90s.
Yeah, it's pretty old. Chicago, New York,
Whew.
I think does it. Vegas.
What?
I think Vegas is the new, like most recent one.
Yeah.
My
that they
sister
do.
went to the one in Miami a couple years ago with
Miami does it.
Dead
Miami?
Mouse's last EDC.
Oh.
Your
performance.
sister
That's
has a
not-
good time. That sounds cool as fuck.
She goes to some
My
cool shit,
sister
huh?
was just at UFC 263
Hey, shout out
in
your
Glendale.
fucking sister doing
Arizona.
everything.
You
That's
need
cool
to
as
get
fuck.
her on an episode just about traveling, bro.
I'm
Like she
down.
travels
Christina,
hard,
come
bro.
Get on it with
She travels hard.
That sounds cool.
Jose.
Miami, dude?
Jose.
Goddamn.
Jose Barbara?
Jose, no. He's not from here.
All right, I
Sorry,
need a
Jose Barbara, my
He's
nigga.
from
That's,
that
that's
area.
who I think.
Shout out
Jose.
Jose Barba.
Yeah, that's my
I'm
guy
saying,
right
Hey,
there.
let's
like,
have him
he's
on the
not
show.
from
Oh my
here,
God.
whoever
He went
she's with.
skydiving once, Jose.
Oh, he did. He recommended it.
Dude,
to me
I know
hard.
that's such an interesting story. If he
Yeah.
told it, like that would be. It's
He
inspiring a
loved it
little
too.
bit. He's like, I felt like I died and shit. Yeah.
That sounds
Did you?
awful.
Dude, well, yeah, you're at the whim of some
You're,
fucking
like,
random
facing death.
motherfucker you just paid money to jump out of a plane with. Like, I don't.
You're
I
facing
wouldn't
death.
do that.
You're leaving your life on like hoping this shit deploys. Your
Bro.
airbag and your air parachute shit, whatever the fuck.
Might as well be dead.
Yeah,
Right.
you're right.
You're facing death.
It's like I got a better chance of survival of my eyes if I shoot myself in the foot or something. You know.
Las Vegas, 2013.
Andres' story, super good story.
All right,
Let's
just
do
quick,
EDC.
just my quick run through
2013.
my
No,
first.
don't
I'd
quick
never,
run it through it all. You could tell the whole
Yeah.
story.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'd never done anything. No psychedelics. No hallucinogens. Nothing like that.
At that time,
Yeah, I was 20 years old. We're
Baby.
going to fucking EDC. Woo! I'm gonna fucking party. Yeah. So we go to Phoenix first to pick up a couple people. We're doing dabs. We're doing cocaine. It's like 2 a.m. We get there like at 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. in Phoenix. Drive to Las Vegas. Geek the fuck up on cocaine and everything.
never done coke like that.
We were fucking.
Never.
It was cool. It was cool. And we went straight to Vegas, and we got there like at 9 a.m. or I don't know when the fuck we got there. We got there before our. We were supposed to
Check in.
sign and check in at 11, and it was before that, so we were walking the strip and
Geeked.
shit. Yeah. Early too. Yeah, on a Thursday. We were there on like Thursday. So yeah, it's Thursday. Day before the first night of EDC, we go back. We end up checking into the hotel. Rest up, chill, shower, change up. We go and hit the strip, and we were looking for weed initially because the bros were gonna come till the next day. You know what I'm saying, from California, since there's no border stop.
It's so fucking hard to get some weed whenever you leave town to somewhere you're not
Yes,
from.
yeah, especially back then, Vegas was hard on a hard
no
no.
rec.
Not
no rec.
legalized.
Yeah, it was a
Like
hard no
now.
back then.
Rec
yeah.
was,
Yeah.
I think Rec was coming around 2014.
There was sign. I remember a sign in
Not
particular.
even.
It was
I don't
like
even think that and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Denver, Seattle days.
it was a. I
Super
remember
Bowl.
Oh,
reading
yeah,
a sign
like
that
a-
this is a guaranteed like sentence. Like don't fuck with it here. Like when we got to Nevada. Like anyway, that was like this was
That's
again
something to talk
2013.
about,
This was
That's something
2013.
to- We all smoked weed before it was cool.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
it was legal.
Yeah.
And
It was always cool. Let's not lie.
so yeah, we were trying to find some weed out there. So
Which isn't hard.
we were going up an escalator to cross the one of the fucking intersections out there. They have like
Yeah.
bridges that cross the intersections.
So cool over there.
Yeah, so
It's
we were on
interesting.
one of those on the way up, and this dude had this shirt with like this gorgeous nug just printed on that bad boy, big gorgeous, marijuana nug. And one of the girls I went with was like, "Hey, what's up? Like, you got any?" And he's like, "Oh, what's up? You need? What's up?" Like, you guys can guess his ethnicity. Yeah, it's like, "What's up? Y'all need? What's up?" Like, and he fucking runs back up like the fucking like he was going down the escalator. This motherfucker runs back up like the one he's on, like the opposite way.
Yeah, fool.
And meets us at the top. And he gives us the good, like, businessman trying to make the maximum money. Like, oh, this is my last G. Like, fucking, you know, here, 15, you know. And it was like a G and a half. So we took it, you know. We're just trying to get some weed.
Nice.
And the same girl was like, do you have any acid? Like, do you know where we can get some acid?
Brave.
And out of nowhere, this dude joins our group. This guy, by the way, was selling like lighters and shit. You know what I mean? Like he was selling like lighters that he like fucking designed himself or something.
Just
I don't
one of
know.
those guys on the strip
his
trying to
tie-dyed
sell
shirt.
himself.
Looked like Steve Aoki, if you guys are familiar with Steve Aoki. He's an Asian fellow.
Yeah.
With long hair, tie-dyed shirt.
he was big at that time too.
Right. So like, I just thought it was
true.
kind of funny. Anyway, Steve Aoki fucking proceed. We'll just call him Steve Aoki. This is not Steve Aoki, by the way. Yeah, Steve Aoki proceeds to like, he kind of like jumps in our circle. He's like, acid.
I heard the magic word.
Yeah, and he like locks eyes with like everyone somehow. Yeah, acid. And we're all just like, yeah, acid, yeah, fucking. So he pops open the back of his like iPhone, whatever the fuck generation it was.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the glass, and he had all these fucking acid tabs.
The whole
like
business.
hundreds,
All the business.
200-300 fucking tabs.
All
or
the
something.
business.
Which ones were they?
Fuck if I know, dude. But like everyone I did it with said it was the strongest acid they had done. Like they didn't tell me until the next day. And I was like, oh well, at least he told me, you know. Later, you know. But
Not down.
that's what they all said, and like everyone had only I was the only one that ate the whole tab. I remember asking Steve Aoki. I was like, Steve Aoki, how much do I consume? And he's like, I do a lot, and I did 2, and I was like, so you don't want to do like 1 tops. So I did my whole one. And it's
You're
just
like, let's go for tops.
yes, yeah, let's go for tops.
That's the mentality. I'm
Yeah,
like,
so,
I'm
yeah.
the same
Did
fucking
anyone
way.
else do one whole one?
No, everyone else did like a corner or like a half tops. That was with 3 other people, and no one did more than a half. Like they did it throughout the whole 3-day weekend.
Whoa!
And they still were like, I don't know,
They did
like
the
that was the
whole-
strongest shit I've ever been on. Like
They
I don't know
did
how the fuck,
whole
like
tab out the whole 3 days.
I did it. I did the whole thing in one, like just being
He
a
said-
dumbass. Like I'm here to party. I'm 20. I'm a stupid fuck. You
Let's
know
go
what
to
I mean?
Vegas.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. So
So-
what happened?
Fear and loathing.
I'm texting Nutsack,
Nutsack. That's the
And-
name.
and I shot at
That's
him.
perfect.
Yes, you know who that is.
If you know, you know.
Okay. I'm texting Nutsack, and I'm like,
Bro.
dude, I just dropped a tab, and we're staying at Circus, by the way. If you're familiar with Fear and Loathing Las Vegas, like, you know what I mean, like,
It's perfect.
like, perfect. Yeah, it was perfect.
You're ridiculous. I didn't know that about the story,
I got Fear
actually.
and Loathing shirts.
You do.
Check back.
You do.
We were at Circus, dude. Okay,
That's
so
the place.
all right, I get sidetracked a lot. So anyway,
No, we
Fucking-
got all the time
we
in the
got
world, and
all
so
the
do they.
cool. So
No edits,
right.
just raw.
So I'm sorry. Where was I just now?
Circus,
we're at
Circus.
Circus,
We were at Circus,
after
Circus.
the tab, right?
Did
Took
the tab? Yes,
Texting Nutsack.
I bought the fucking tab for $10. By the way,
Fuck.
$10. It was like
Vegas is a
Jesus
beautiful
Christ, I
world.
could have bought like 100 of those and flipped them out here for like zillions.
When we went to Vegas, we had a motherfucker come through with a suitcase full of everything marijuana related. Like this was
He had that Fear and Loathing suitcase, like.
but it was like we're just
uppers,
potheads.
downers,
We're
zippers.
just
Think
potheads.
about,
So it was
you
like
know.
the sativas,
Yeah, I just
the what?
little
The
chronic,
hash.
sir.
The pre-rolls.
Little chronic, man. Like
Yeah.
nothing too
No, we got.
crazy.
He had some mushrooms too, actually. It was
Yeah,
supposed-
just a little weed.
Okay, so
Somehow, like he replied, and I'm just like,
Destiny.
I look at my iPhone, whatever generation it was at the time, and the screen starts. I'm sorry. The screen starts flashing like all these colors. Like it goes from just a plain white background from the text background on the iPhone from the time. It's flashing like purple and like all these like colors, like green and shit, and all the symbols. The keyboard were all like unrecognizable, like hieroglyph type shit, like just, and it was constantly shifting. Like so, I could not possibly like focus. It took me like 30 minutes to be like,
bless you.
I'm tripping nuts. So I eventually tell him I'm tripping. Like that was my message that took me like 10 minutes to send out. Like I'm tripping.
15 minutes later,
I'm
fucked.
starting to, progressively get higher and higher in the hotel room. And we end up hitting the
Built a
strip.
fortress.
We end up hitting the strip, and we go to the
dun dun dun. Guest visitor.
a random. I just broke the microphone.
Hey, you can hit play.
Touch it.
All right,
Play.
so. What the fuck, dude? Are you back on the strip?
We back on the
we're
strip.
back.
All right, we're at the strip, baby, in Las Vegas.
Wild place.
So I'm
Casino.
progressively like peaking. You know what I mean? Like I'm still not even close to peaking, but I am fucking feeling different. Like the first thing I noticed, I crossed the road right as we're leaving Circus Circus, and a traffic light had switched to red, and just the fucking vividness of that light had really captured me. And then I had looked around, and everything had looked beyond vivid. I cannot explain to you guys how vivid everything was.
It's like a bliss.
Yes. And I was higher than fuck, and I was progressively getting higher, like I'm saying. So like this was something I hadn't ever experienced. So anyway, we go and hit the strip. People are like, at first it seemed like there was no one, and then it seemed like suddenly there was crowds of people. So like I was obviously just tripping, and there was probably just a consistency of like, people. It was like 2 a.m. though, and people had their like families and shit, and people were pulling their kids like, oh Jesus fuck, like around me and shit.
What's interesting?
I must have looked so awful. I must have looked like terrifying to them.
Maybe, but at the same time, there's too much going on.
No, they were pulling their asses around me and
people
shit.
go in herds though. Like even in Vegas, I noticed that. Like that's something me and my wife talked about a lot in our lives. Like
They don't want to get
traffic.
murdered.
There's huge breaks in traffic. Like you probably were like just overanalyzing because your fucking LSD brain is like running on a
Where the
1,000
fuck are these
degrees.
people coming
You're
from?
Like, There's
Yeah.
no one right now. This is beautiful.
It's just like people coming
Herd
from
comes.
nowhere. Yeah.
Fuck! You know what I mean? Like
Never ending, like
Yeah.
a loop, like
yeah,
a
like even though
people.
it's just
Yeah.
normal that happens because people hit waves, like they leave in groups and shit. It's weird.
Right.
Like even when you go to a restaurant sometimes. But anyways,
Especially like I just want to say, especially at that time, you're not in. This is your first experience. You're 20 years old.
20, man. Like
You're fucking not.
amazing.
Hair on
intense.
my chest. I still don't have hair on my chest.
I was a
28.
but a boy.
Hey, but
I was
still
20.
like.
I
and
wanted
then
to have a good time. I didn't know what the fuck
there's
I wanted.
no safe zone for you at that point too. So
It's a good
so
horizon
you
to meet.
keep
at that
going.
age.
Keep going.
So we end up at like the Encore or something like that. Very fancy hotel. We did not belong in that motherfucker. The way we were dressed, like we looked around and everybody's wearing like
Fucking chanclas
tuxedos.
Oh my!
People are wearing
Yo, motherfuckers
tuxedos.
wearing like
People are wearing fancy dresses and shit. We did not fucking belong in there. Like myself, like we being myself and the people I went with. And yeah, like we all recognize it at the same time. Like we don't fucking belong here, and my ass is fucking tripping, dude. But they have this like
Can only
beautiful
imagine.
they have this beautiful view of I guess it wasn't from this hotel, it was from the neighboring hotel, and I forget the name of it. But they have this beautiful like pool and like light show, and you can see it from the dining room of this fancy fucking place we happen
I think
to be
it's
at.
in front of the Caesar. The
It's not the water show. It's not that
Oh,
one.
oh,
It's not
okay.
like the standard one. It
That's
was
the
a
one I was
different
in.
one.
That
This was a different one. Like you had to be
Fire.
either at this particular hotel or at this fancy ass hotel's dining area.
And you could
Like
just
and you can
view
see. Yeah, it was
it.
this beautiful
Fire.
light show where like these people are wearing like all black. You know what I mean? And like
Oh.
and they're like throwing these like colorful balls and shit. Like it was like this light show in
Are
the
these
water.
people getting paid to play?
Yeah,
right now?
yeah, you could see the people, but like it just looked like the balls were dancing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like spectacular for for me. Like I was seeing that.
on LSD.
Yeah. So we
the
all
fuck,
knew.
man?
Anyway, we all knew we didn't belong there. So we fucking start walking back to the hotel, and I'm progressively peaking more and more and more. And we get to the hotel, and I look around. and I noticed this. We start to settle in, and I see this like grid over everything. And the way I describe it is like the way Neo sees the agents in the hallway at the end of the first Matrix. When he finally sees the Matrix, he finally sees the numbers.
Sees everything blindly.
Yeah,
Like
it's sort of like the way the numbers are, but it wasn't numbers. It was just like this greenish track. Like it just was over everything.
Like an
It was over
outline.
every surface. Yes, it was over every surface. It was on everything. And I was just looking around, and I
that's
was
the best way you've described that.
yeah.
Because you've told me that before, but that was like
It's hard
that was
to
a
explain.
good-ass explanation right now.
It's hard to explain what it is. You know what I mean? Like, but that's
What
what I
happened?
saw. I saw it over every surface,
just like the math
and this
of life.
grid, and I was like, is this what fucking connects us? Like, and I'm just tripping balls.
The cosmic
you know?
web. No,
That-
like,
that
people
was
talk
my
about
that was
it,
my
but
first
it's a
thought.
common
That was
trip.
not my first thought, but one of my thoughts that I hold on to that I remember. I was like, is this what connects us?
Epiphany.
Is this what connects us?
Right,
And like some
people.
sort of like actual like connection, and then I
Literal
started to think,
web.
do these things
Yeah.
always exist, and I'm just never see it because my eyes are not
So
I'm on a different
capable
level now.
all
I'm on
the
a different
time,
frequency
yeah.
or whatever the fuck the LSD does to
Exactly.
you,
Stay tuned.
Yeah. So
Pretty
anyway,
much. It's different. Frequencies
So,
change when you're on things.
Where you at from here? Like at this point, like what are you guys doing?
we're chilling in the hotel room still because it's the fucking night before EDC even.
Oh,
you know what I
wow.
mean?
This is Thursday.
Yeah.
I haven't even tried to sleep yet.
Can't.
What happened?
Impossible. I'll
What-
get to trying to sleep.
What
But,
happened later? Like on.
I had to. I was fucking. I took it obviously too early. I should have took it, fucking the next day. But again, my dumbass
But during
was just
your
like, "Woo,
your course.
yum."
Youngster, trying
Yeah,
to have some fun
yummy.
in Vegas. Who cares? Like,
Yeah, I took.
it's gonna be
stupid
fun
fucking acid.
regardless.
Whatever. I'm an idiot. I know. Fucking.
Amazing.
The only thing I was everyone was trying to go to sleep, and my dumbass was, couldn't. It was impossible. I was
You after the
tripping
Matrix
too hard.
scene
Yes, I'm smoking fucking a carton of cigarettes in the balcony and shit because like there's nothing else to do. I wanted weed, and I wanted to smoke with friends. Like how fucking what I would have given to have this,
Do this, yeah.
this, like me and you, and just smoking weed and just that comfort. Like, hey man, this is
Yeah.
in fact reality, son, and like you
Yeah.
are here. Like
It's
We
okay.
are
I was,
live.
had nothing.
Yeah.
You are tuned,
because it was
and we are in
it was-
the mood.
It was rough at points, and this was like a good 8 hours of like actual peak, whereas like mushrooms is like half that. You know what I mean?
I had a long ass trip, but like not a huge peak personally. Like the peak was like 2 hours maybe
So, for
at the
me,
most.
I did a tab once before, and it was not enough. It was. Why do I sound like squeaky? Like rats are in a fucking.
That's because
back.
he was hitting the.
I was hitting this thing.
Oh, okay.
Here, let's
So
do
like,
this.
it wasn't strong enough because I knew I was like, no, you're good. Get it on. I just didn't know what the fuck that noise was. I was like, I don't have rats here in the studio.
Sounded spooky, kind of, huh?
I don't. Yeah.
It's your rats, man.
There's no rats in the studio. Hey, but
It's your
That's why I
rats.
like cats. Make sure.
that shit wasn't enough because I was like in the loop to where it was like, fuck, I knew I should have had some bud around with me, like to keep smoking on. Like I've done it enough. I've done shrooms enough to where it's like I could do them without some weed or a cigarette, like the normal side effect. I could just do them without that. Maybe off of fast or something. Keto, we could talk about keto. And,
the
like,
keto
How it
is
fixed your
about
stomach,
that.
Robert.
Yeah.
It
we'll
fixed
talk
your
about
stomach.
that, but like I remember that for me when I did the tab, I felt the emotions of color more than I do usually with the shrooms and stuff.
See, when you say, I'm
Um,
sorry to interrupt, but when you say things like that, I understand what you mean. Like it sounds Like, to someone who doesn't understand like psychedelics, that sounds ridiculous. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
understand the colors. Yeah, okay, cool. Horse shit. What a nonsense. You're talking. fucking
Yeah,
rubbish.
for the LSD
But I understand
with the color of it
100%
and
what
the
you mean.
emotion, because they say emotion and color, and then yeah, I remember like, especially listening to some Cudi or anything like
Anything.
just what I was
Anything.
listening to. Like, I don't listen to a lot of Cudi in the videos, but videos when they do have the colors that come in with the effects and what they're trying to tell too, and the
Mixed with
different
the whole
colors,
song.
yeah, and all that. And
I've been recently getting back into YouTube instead of Spotify. Spotify is cool though.
but I would catch
Video.
myself, yeah, but I would catch myself like just looping. I would catch myself in the same loop, and I was like, no, like I needed another tab. You know what I mean? Like I was like, because like for me,
Didn't
it was
you,
like
right?
at that point in my life, this was like Christmas Eve or something in like
What year?
2019 or something.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
That's
don't
only
know.
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I
Around
think
there that
you
time.
tripped harder on
But
shrooms. Is why
I was
that's
like,
why, huh?
I needed something that kicked me over, because I had done shrooms enough to where I ego death, and like, but I wanted the whole thing with the acid at once, like you know what I mean? I was like, but it's not like go and when you do acid your first time, like I'm saying, like go and do it and take it and get that slap in the face and thrown across the mat and dragged around like
Nah.
you like out in the
not the
first
best
time,
thing
like
for you,
no, yeah,
really.
exactly. So it was like I at that point in my life when I did acid, I was ready to do it till where I was at the point in my life. It was like, oh, I could have used another tab, because I was just looping at this point, and I wanted to like go to a rave and be around the music, but I was by
Well,
myself.
that's why a lot of people like it
by
though.
yeah.
That's why a lot of people like it. They like to mix it with ecstasy and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, hippie
Because of
flipping,
that.
the mushrooms
So,
and the ecstasy
what I
is
was
supposed to
told-
be absolutely
The greatest,
most glorious
because
thing ever.
the ecstasy enhances the mood, and
There was this really jacked
Shrooms is already a
man
mood
at
enhancer.
EDC at the porter potty station.
techno biking. But I'm just sorry.
So
sorry.
jacked and just sweating balls, raccoonized, and he was like, "Yeah, I did a lot of Molly and had some mushrooms earlier." He's like, "And I got to piss so bad," and like he just couldn't stop moving and like grinding his teeth and shit and dancing. And I was
It's like,
like,
I'm about to
"That's
piss
great,
around the
man.
corner.
You
right
go
now.
first, bro." You know what I mean? When the next bathroom was
good. You
available,
can't
you
hear that.
go ahead, bro. You know what I
Please
mean?
don't
Like-
pee around me.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where I had learned about it. He was like, "Yeah, it's called hippie flipping or whatever." Like,
Yeah.
when
Did
you-
anything
when
go
you-
down that night though? That when you're tripping, like
Plenty. Huh?
that you remember, like
Let's go back to
when
that.
everyone's asleep.
I was like, okay, so I was trying to fall asleep, and I was, since it was 4 of us, it was 3 girls, and so 2 of the girls, it was a 2-bedroom hotel, so the 2 girls had 1 bed, myself and I slept on the floor, and I slept next to the
Champ.
air conditioner, bro.
Oh, you're good.
But this air conditioner.
That's some
But
shit
okay,
I would
okay.
do.
But besides all that, the air conditioner, man. Like I will never forget this thing sounding like an absolute demon, dude. Like I could not sleep.
Nah, you gotta.
So
let
it,
me know how it sounded
the way
like.
it sounded to me as I'm trying to calm the fuck down and fall asleep. You know what I mean? I'm fucking tripping. You know. This thing just would start and it was like, like it was like this awful like growling noise, like it was just the whatever is spinning and they're getting going. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious.
But it would sounded like this just building of this like
hear
awful
all
like
the
demonic
Again,
noise.
I want to
Yeah,
hear it. Like
and I was just so terrified of it. I was like, "Fuck! I can't sleep next to this fucking
True.
monster
Every-
waking up every 10
15
minutes right
minutes,
now."
oh
Like,
my-
yeah, I can't
Oh.
fucking sleep with this monster behind me right
no
now. Like,
way, man.
so
Yeah,
it was, dude, yeah, like I can't I can't replicate the noises that like I was hearing, man. Like it was scary. I was like, fuck. So another creepy little fact here, like as I would the balcony, the smoking area, we had to pay for the fucking cheapest room at the Circus, you know what I mean? which was still like $800.
Fancy AF still.
Yeah, but we were in the smoking section, in the smoking room.
Gorgeous.
But you had to go to the community, like for each floor, you had to go to your community smoking balcony thing. So I had to fucking leave the fucking hotel, the hotel room to go to the designated smoke area, the balcony. And as I would walk, it was like, I don't know, like 50 yards or some shit, you know what I mean, like of a walk.
Oh my God.
I would hear behind, and by the way, the hallways are, it's like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., you know, 5 a.m. The fucking hotel is empty. Oh, like it's empty. There is no one awake. Right? But all I could hear behind me was like the sound of a full room of like chatter. You know what I mean? Like that, just that. Like I don't know how to
Vegas.
But dude, no. No. There was no people, Bobby. There was no people. There was no people. So I would walk and I would hear like all these doors opening and closing and all this chatter, and I would turn around and bloop, it was dead silent and there was nothing going on in that hallway. But then I'd fucking resume and fucking, you know, like fucking the chaos of like a full room would commence, and it sounded like doors were opening and closing behind me and shit. Like
Trace turns around, there's a flood of red blood coming.
Dude, I was about to see
Red Rob.
I was about to see the fucking little fucking girls and shit. Like, oh, let me tell you guys about when I was peeking. On the way back from after the light show, right? We're on the way back, and there's this guy who is so trashed. This guy was wearing like a tuxedo, but like the fucking the bow was like not tied. The shirt was half fucking buttoned, half tucked. Like this motherfucker couldn't stand straight, dude. Like he was using the wall to like walk out of the casino, you know, like. And he has the presence of mind to be like, whoa, I want to be what he's on. And he's like pointing at me, and I was like, bro. And I had the presence of mind, even though I was like, this guy is so drunk, he's not gonna remember any of this, but I'm here like, and he thinks I look like dog shit. Like, what do I look like right now?
He was
like,
fucked up.
I was thinking that's what I was saying when people were pulling. That's what I was saying when people were pulling their when people were pulling their kids and shit around me, like, oh Jesus, Johnny, like fuck, like stand on this side, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm serious. People were doing that. People were doing that, dude. I wonder, I must have looked like that, like
you look like.
Whoa, like a cat that's like an animal that's never seen outdoors, you know, like
too fucking mind blowing.
And
goddamn monkey let out the cage after fucking 20 years.
So there was that.
Fucking hug.
Everything looked also the
what
buildings.
Is life?
The buildings in the skyline and shit. It all looked two-dimensional. It was so trippy.
Two-dimensional?
Yes, the buildings I was standing in front of. Like looked flat and shit, dude. And I was all looking up.
That's
like,
so crazy, bro.
The animation.
Tripping,
I'm not down. I'm not down.
I was tripping. Anyway, we get to the casino, the lot to get into our room, and bro, this is the most bizarre moment. I think I see my vision literally tilts to the right like this, dude, like 30 degrees. I don't know how much of an angle, you know what I mean? Fucking a lot. Yeah. And I physically feel myself standing. I'm not like doing this or anything. I might probably was or something, but like I don't feel myself doing that. But my vision starts to do that. And we're in the goddamn fucking casino lobby, and people are like, "Oh Jesus Christ!" like walking around me and shit. But yeah, my vision did that for a second. Much. And then I was thinking of Fear and Loathing. The ground.
Was it closer? Did it like ground, amplify, it like zoom, or was it like farther away at that time too?
What do you mean? What was the question?
When you're like when you're horizontal, like feeling, was it like it had the waves, right? You get the waves and stuff. At that point, like a pass out phase, like a transition in like a movie like that, or was it like do you get like transitions like how was yours? Like, do you get transitions like video effects in movies, like scenes like transitioning to the next, or You know what I'm talking about?
No, I remember everything as it happened, like in progression. Like I'm doing a bad job of like telling you guys. all
No,
of
but
it,
for the
like,
horizontal, was it?
oh, when I saw everything tilt,
Yeah.
it was just as if someone tilted my
The
like
camera- your
internal
camera,
camera,
yeah.
my internal camera thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. Like I felt standing straight, and my
'Cause,
vision
yeah,
was
I've
doing
heard
this, and I
those.
was like, "What in the fuck is happening?" like, yeah, like,
Yeah, because I've heard about
yeah,
those.
like no, but it was
Crazy
like,
those.
dude,
Yeah.
no, I was like trying
The
to like go this way and shit, and that
perception
motherfucker was
kinda
like
thing.
this, and it stayed like that, and I
It's
was like,
crazy.
fuck. It was like
What
it
the
stayed like that for a
fuck?
few seconds, like I don't know, 30 seconds or something. I don't know. It was scary, and
But it felt like 30 minutes.
yeah, it felt like everything felt so long because obviously you don't want to feel that
Yeah.
ever. So
You know what that reminded me of though? Those Spice OBEs, out of body experiences from the Spice.
Oh,
We'll have to talk about
we'll
that
have to talk
later.
about that.
We'll have to
Yeah,
talk
we'll
about that
we have a-
later.
we have a good one.
But you triggered
Uh,
me with that, Chris, when you were talking about the description when you were asking him. Reminded me of a certain night. We'll have to just talk about
really
later.
nothing. for me.
One more thing was
Ah.
the
No, like,
At the
uh,
time, it was interesting though. It seemed like
nothing
that
but,
that
like,
weird.
psychedelically. Like for me, it was nothing psychedelic.
It was just kind of an intro to
I've
it. Though.
never had.
It was
nothing,
interesting.
Like move around physically, like when you see shit moving around, like nah, I've
Yeah.
nothing that up
Just escaping the
Fat
body a
doesn't-
little bit.
No, it's just like the mind and the hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
And the shit that I see.
oh,
For
yeah.
For me,
That's what
it's a
when I
thing.
was
Like
reading the messages.
I go back
Yeah.
to like Terrence McKenna. If you listen and
You don't know who
Terrence
that is.
Terrence McKenna says it's the best too. Like just like I would say it. Like it's not as harsh as it may sound. Is like psychedelics aren't for stupid people. Like so, if
It's
you're
not, like,
really dumb,
recreational.
it's not like I'm telling like. I'm telling you, like, if you listen to it, like, I respect you enough, like, to understand, but it's like the same person that I'm telling it. It's like I'm not telling them to take this dose and this dose and this dose. It's like it'd be like small. Like when I say small, the smallest you could think of. Like it's not like something they portray in a fucking video or in a fucking movie. Nothing I
Yeah.
tell you is
The media
is
blows
something
it
that you want.
way out.
Yeah. I'm saying like small microdoses and stuff like that, but like Terrence McKenna say it's the best, like too, like out of all the doses too. He said like it's not for stupid people, like dumb people, like
It's a tool. You're not.
yeah,
you're
it's-
not even
that's
supposed to
what-
take.
That's
like,
what even
You're not
the
supposed to use it
Stanets-
recreationally.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You're
Yeah.
supposed to like rarely take a fat dose. Be ready for it. Learn from it.
Yeah, like time
Mhm.
and what is it called?
Use it
Set.
as like a
Your
its
set.
own
You don't
therapy.
fucking overuse it. I'm
Yeah.
not overusing it. Like
It's a very therapeutic.
leave it in the
shamanistic.
drawer. Leave it in the drawer with your herbs from a fucking flower and all that.
It can
Little
be.
crafted,
It can be
it'd be like
super
that.
healing.
Yeah.
Be like
man.
the
It really
the
can be.
It can
witchery
be
and
super
crafts,
healing.
like,
If
thing.
you do that shit right,
That little,
you're in the
the
right set
little
of mind.
mushrooms in the jar when the guy has the suitcase in the movies and he's the healer and the one that goes around.
Apothecaries.
He has the DMT
Uh,
and the powders and you know
Yeah.
what I mean. That's that.
The
like,
herbalism and
yes, the heal the mind, the
knowing
body,
about
the soul. You know,
Right.
all
There-
that.
And it's really interesting too because like there are so many fucking hallucinogens. There's just the popular ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like mushrooms are really popular. There's like tons of
The salvia's one.
salvias. There's
I want to do me
peyote
some.
also.
I want to do me some peyote.
There's
I want to do
also
me some peyote.
mammal glands, you know, or
I want to do real
reptilian
ayahuasca.
glands and shit. Like I don't
Like not just
mammal
smoke
glands,
DMT.
but
I want to do the stupid tea that I want. I don't want to do the smoke the DMT like
Roots.
whatever the fuck. I want
the
to like.
drink
I want
I want the
try it too.
where they
ayahuasca from the
brew it in
shaman,
a soup.
from the guy
for
that
like
ripped it
2
out from the
days.
jungle and shit.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
that shit's cool as
Yeah.
fuck.
I want
Yeah.
that.
Cool AF, bro. Like
What about?
I would love that.
What am I looking at if I looked at it, Rob?
What do
Like
you
on
mean?
my time, for this. If we get a
Yeah,
break,
we've been on a fat minute right
like
now.
15.
Nah.
Because
But-
it hasn't
okay.
been recording at
It-
all.
Well,
bef-
right now,
Oh,
I'll give you
crazy.
guys a little break, and I'll come back right now for a second.
For
Alright.
reals.
We'll
Break
just give you a
time.
break, and
Re-
we'll be back. So
Cut it
Got it.
loose.
Good show.
one. All right, so we don't know where we are, but that happens. It's alright though.
It's okay, brother.
Hey man, that's how my life it just keep going and going, and you just go with the flow.
Absolutely.
And my
Yeah,
flow
that's-
is just doper
that's
than the rest, you know. But I'm not claiming that I'm the best. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna step to the next part of this fucking podcast.
What's that, Chris?
I don't know. I got you guys back. Like
I know.
I haven't had you guys in a minute. Like,
All three?
Just
Months. Several
yeah.
months.
So like
The mojo
it's
so
been,
dope.
like yeah.
So different.
Like
too.
out of all people that I want to kick it with, like unfortunately, like I do have a little following going on, and
It's
people
beautiful.
ask me for stuff, and like I do like respect everything that's going on and all the followers and everything, but at the end of the day, like if there's two people that I want to hang out with, three, they're like in the room right now.
Sumo. I agree.
Yeah,
These my
So,
guys.
like,
These my
I
vibes.
don't
We're
really
super
have
different too.
Jump to like anything to jump to always.
All
so,
four
like,
of us.
I had to
Much different.
take a day off to just get you all in the mix again.
You took a
real
day
quick.
off. I didn't know that.
No, I didn't take a day off. It's my day off.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like,
Taking one of
like
your
for
days
you
off
guys,
to do
like,
it.
and everything.
Yeah, I get you. Same
Because
as
I do appreciate kicking it and talking
been a while.
and conversing with these guys, and I know that you out there and everyone that is listening or wherever you're at, that you probably do have you got your trifecta going around. I remember Cuddy with his trifecta. Shout out to K Cuddy, man. I haven't shouted out that big boy in
Legendary.
a fucking wow.
Cuddy's
Yeah,
God.
man. I know, like, that trifecta, man. It's always a triangle too with the universe and everything. Pink Floyd, man, bigger than before, and
That's
they
true.
weren't even fucking with the fucking stuff. Like, this is like.
They just didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
They knew about it. It was
But
sacred knowledge at the time.
like, nah, like, shit. I don't know. Just thank you guys, like, and I'm glad that you guys came together with me again.
This shit's fun.
Much
This
love.
is a force. Like,
It's my brothers right here.
I love you
are
guys.
The Aqua team.
And talking into microphones with you guys is pretty fun.
I know
This shit's cool.
the whole sound.
Like, we're here forever, and I'm fucking happier than ever
I could
because,
listen to some of these conversations.
like, you
Forever.
can't fuck with this. Like Cuddy said,
touch
it's
it.
unfuckwittable.
Don't
Like, and that's what I'm telling y'all. Like, you stay tuned, and then you're living life to the fullest. Like, and nobody's gonna mess with whatever you're tuned into the range that your range is of whatever your frequency is vibing around the fucking room and this fucking atmosphere. Like, your energy is your energy, and don't let no one take that from you. You know what I mean? Like, keep it moving and keep the triangle, that connection that you got connected, because it reaches back to me in some way or another. Like, I promise you, like, it's all connected. You know what I mean?
Like
So-
that green mesh I saw on acid.
Yeah,
That shit connects us
yeah,
all, baby.
yeah. Everyone's little, like,
We are all connected.
manifestations come back to you. Like, you're talking about the webs and all that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
everything's.
definitely.
You guys are tripping.
The
You guys are
trifecta thing
fucking
is,
tripping.
it's really interesting though, because I was really thinking about it right now when you were talking about it, and my trifecta has changed a couple times, more than a couple times, but there's always
It's
like a
always-
group of
it's
three
like
friends.
the
You're right.
something
That's
else
weird. Like,
latches.
because it used to be
There's
like
always that last one that latches. and
me,
then
Kevin, and TJ.
bounce, like,
or
and
me.
then the triangle flip.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe around time.
The
or-
party's always better when there's a third.
You know
So
what I
are you
mean?
guys trying to
We're-
like weed me out so that Robert can now be?
No,
No,
Is
he's
that
the
what's
cameraman.
happening? Is that what's
Not
happening?
Not
so.
even.
Like,
It's
all-
weird when there's two
it-
Roberts. It doesn't count. I'm just kidding.
so Robert, your gig's in
Doesn't it
jeopardy.
always end
Yeah,
at 3?
exactly.
It's always gonna be 360 in the end, though.
Is it 360?
Is it?
Or is
I
it
don't- I'm not gonna
720?
go into
Oh,
math,
I don't
man.
know.
Don't
I don't
let
know.
me
I'm just
start.
fucking with. I don't know.
Fuck.
Hey, but
180.
for
I'm
real,
gonna get this the fuck out in the comments below. Just don't.
Everyone's gonna be like, it's
I just
fucking
want-
like
just
180.
don't comment with no like F words, because the community, they are like the community guideline.
YouTube doesn't let us
Community
curse
guideline.
sometimes.
They don't. Yeah, like
I
got a
just don't be
couple of my
cussing
own
on it,
comments
the
taken out.
We've been
comments,
pretty good about
comments,
not.
you know?
Like, I don't.
No, I
Not
know.
me.
I know who be cussing on the comments. Like,
There's some
chill
fans.
out with the Wave Bros, bro.
Me and Chris talked
Shout
about
out
it.
the Waves Bros. I
But
know who the
We
fuck.
do appreciate the comments. We still do see
They're
them.
funny as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Just,
we still see them,
I
but
gotta tell them.
no one else can see them. Just so you know, the shit's great though. Ha!
I ain't seen
Yeah,
I ain't
his
seen the
comments-
comments.
His
I need to
comments
see
are
some of
funny.
these.
We'll have to show him.
I need to
We'll
see
have to
some.
show Andres because you showed me, but
How what do you guys got planned for like the 4th of July? Like, is there anything going on?
Zero plans.
I have a couple designs.
Zero plans. I wish I had the fucking
We're gonna-
day off. I might.
I live by the river, so I'm gonna watch the big fireworks with my small fireworks. My neighbors are already like all together on the plan after Luna's birthday because it's right after Luna's birthday.
Uh-huh.
So if you guys want to drop by, we will have a little fireworks by the L block right there.
Blowing
Probably
shit
soon.
up on the street?
Cervezas. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's
dude.
badass.
'Cause,
Let's do it.
The homie right there has the yard, Vern,
Right.
across the way.
Right.
How's keto been with your
Hey.
stomach? You guys were talking about that was really good for his stomach. I want to know, like, so you were on about a week ago, maybe a week and a half, maybe 2. I'm not good with numbers because I don't need to add them up unless it's talking about like my life, and we are selfish as individuals.
Fuck your
all
life.
again.
It's all
Let's-
about the money. If it's
but
math.
fuck your life too. You're selfish too.
Yeah, I know.
You're selfish.
Fuck
No,
all
we're all selfish.
as long as
like,
you got your
everyone
math
is
right
selfish.
on your bank account,
Fuck
that's
all
all I
you-
care about,
Yeah.
Chris. If you got that on count, you're good.
No.
Your life's okay.
I just want to
That's just
remind
me,
you guys that
personally.
it's okay to be selfish.
It is okay
You know?
to be selfish.
Like,
I tell Chris
don't
plenty of times,
be
you're
afraid
horrible
to
for
be
me.
The selfish.
All right, I gotta go. Oh.
Ah.
But
I drink
like,
so little
to
when I
a
don't
certain
hang out with
point,
people.
you know,
though.
like you got to where you understand yourself.
No, yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
good.
And
It's
I
good
just
to
want to remind you
understand that,
guys
though.
that. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I had to
Like-
go piss, and here I am. How
Ah.
unselfish is that?
He's gonna
Okay,
blow
Go
up
take
over
a
there.
piss.
I was just joking.
Ah,
I'm
it's. We're adults here. He can
I
can
can
go
hold it.
in his panties.
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
Like everyone else.
I want to go back to what you're telling though.
What was
Like,
it?
you were gonna go to tell a story.
Oh, no
with
idea.
the keto.
Oh, the
the
keto.
stomach.
How it fixed your stomach, Bobby?
So yeah, I've been on the keto like
Is
not
it a
like
month?
super hard, but like a little over a month. I think I broke a month record like about like 3 or 4 days ago. My wife was talking about it.
That face though.
What? Do I look healthier or
it
what?
just looks like, yeah, good.
That's what people have been telling me.
Bro, it did that
But
to me.
I've just been not being a fat fuck and cutting carbs and sugar. Like
I wanna-
is
I'm
little amount of
interested
carbs
to-
and sugar. Like this beer is like the most amount of
Could you
carbs
give
I've
me?
had today.
Yeah, thanks.
I had all meat, had some
Yeah, it's
onions
one of
and
those.
mushrooms today. Mushrooms has carbs.
Probably. It's the fullest
But-
one.
Oh,
it was that one. It was definitely that
excellent fumble in the background. I wish that was on
Don't
camera.
give me that
That was so
It was
perfect.
beautiful.
I hope you guys heard that shit. That was great.
It was loud. I heard.
Yeah,
it.
I heard it on my shit. Yeah, that was good.
Bobby Knuckles over here.
I'm sorry.
Bobby
guys.
Knuckles.
I had enough
What was
tonight.
that? Israel Adesanya you said
I
with
don't
Robert
know.
Whitaker.
I
That's
think he
coming
called
up
him,
again
like-
later this year, I
He
think.
called him something like that.
Ooh.
He called him like.
You
Bobby
told me
Knuckles.
that today, and I was like, "That's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious,
Yeah.
so unique." I'm a Robert personally, you know what I mean?
Whitaker.
Robert, you know, like I'm a Robert personally. I've never
Oh.
heard Bobby
The
Knuckles,
code,
like
the code, the code.
Bobby Johnson. I've heard tons of stuff. Like I've never heard Bobby Knuckles. Though.
Bobby Knuckles.
That's
yeah.
a good one.
It is.
Damn, man, like this is crazy. Like, the last episode, the one before this one, that I'm gonna let everyone like hear. Like
The George
before
one.
this, I thought it was better, and then I was like, "Fuck, I might have fucked up the audio, and I'm sorry," but like, we got it. I think.
We got it,
Hopefully.
Chris.
It sounds really good. Well, I get too close sometimes on this one. I think personally.
Nah, I think it's to the best like that it's ever been, honestly.
It's
It
crisp.
gets better every
Well,
time.
I'm sorry,
from
like
what I hear.
I think we might be at like number 8 around like total. I got different like
Damn.
I gotta
That went
start
fast.
sorting out the channels and shit, the playlist for everyone. But like I have, stay tuned. Ooh, excuse me, but
Hey, whoa.
this is
It's a small one. It's
this
okay.
is tuned in the frequencies.
Whoa. Frequent.
This is when I got 3. The connectivity is just
Flowing through you.
Trifecta.
interferable.
Something like
I
that.
don't know what the fuck the word is. I haven't been reading like I wanted to, but some shit you just can't fucking grasp. But I know how to fucking read.
That acid was it.
Don't forget that.
What's in the
But
library today?
Tuned and the frequencies. This is episode 2, and like, yeah, you can't fuck with us. This is the triangle.
No, this is the Los Tres Amigos.
Yeah.
Los
Yeah.
tres puntos, way.
Yeah, it's really interesting. The 3 group friend.
It's always
Chris,
a 3. I
yeah,
know you
three
got your
amigos.
3. It'd be cool to maybe have your 3 hit our 3 one day in the near future. But
Bro-
stars are a little
We'll
bit
do
away.
a podcast
So
battle.
like,
We're putting a
give
lot
it
of-
some time. like with anything you see in the stars, and when you look out in the sky, just give it some time, and it'll separate, and you got your little paths to put a foundation for that mark in between what you see. You know what I mean?
No idea.
Hey, and shout out. I just wanted to say shout out to all those 4th guys out there, by the way. All those 4th people.
Yeah, the 4th one.
Yeah, sorry.
Sometimes
It'd
we
be-
need
it's
that.
instead of a 3rd wheel, it's a 4th wheel. You
Yeah.
know.
Sometimes we
Yeah,
The
need
4th
that.
one's
Yeah.
the clutch, and everything else is geared to it. You know what I mean?
Simone.
And all those people beyond
Look
the
at the
4th
clutch
guy.
hitting it right now. Shit.
Yeah,
Like that.
exactly.
Fuck. That's my guy right there.
Bobby Knuckles. This
Bobby
fucking
Knuckles.
man over here.
Bobby Oregon Trail over there.
Bobby Oregon Trail. Bobby
And I
Knuckles.
just wanted to let
this
you know
motherfucker
that, like,
used to work the forest fires and shit. He's Bobby Oregon
Yeah,
Trail.
from what I
If
see,
anyone-
the Clippers tomorrow night, tonight,
Chris
um,
is a foreseeing
fucking
godfather of basketball.
No.
Bet on
Hey, are we gonna
whatever
have a-
he
I
are we
just
says.
think
have a
that it'd be
segment?
scary to grasp time.
Are we gonna
That's
have a
one of
gambling
like,
segment?
if there's anything that I could tell you
Never.
that I would fear at this moment, would be like to understand time. That's like the next thing that I want to like be able to grasp. Like, there's nothing that I would want to more.
I could like
There's
totally
Yeah,
agree
you
with
know
you
what I
on some
mean? Like,
weird shit like that. Like I was
like-
half asleep today, taking a nap next to my daughter today, and I was like, dude,
Where was
life
this
is
at?
retarded. Like how is there like not
Too
something
Too many.
like there's like how is there not?
Too many of those
something beyond
holes,
sines,
those
though.
different holes
Yeah.
that they
We wouldn't
give
even
you, like,
exist if
throw at
we
you.
weren't something spiritual. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, and
I
then
was
it
tripping about it.
remembers, They like
It's half
throw in your
asleep.
face, like, remember? And then, oh, I remember. I want to fucking figure that out.
how can you though? Half the time,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like half the time it's like nonsense
It's like
that like
Subconscious.
psychedelic, fucking psychonaut shit. And I was just like half asleep in a like
Alien.
in an alien thought process of being half asleep and half awake. I woke up fucking way too early, went to sleep way too late. As a parent, you know, sometimes you get your kid to fucking relax next to you on the bed and you fucking crash out for 40 minutes like I did today. And at the beginning, I was just like in this weird state. I was just like, life doesn't matter.
Robert's having
My
epiphanies.
daughter and me and my family is like the only thing that really matters, though.
Yeah.
And my friends, like the close people, like it's like
yeah,
I was like in this weird perspective. And
spot.
I felt like really good. It was weird. It was super psychedelic.
Yeah, that happens.
Half
to me on
asleep.
mushrooms.
Yeah.
Everything is
Exactly.
bullshit.
Like,
Yeah.
Everything is absolutely
pulled out that money
bullshit.
out out of your pocket, and you're
Oh.
like,
I also
what the fuck is this?
I love when that happens.
What the fuck is this?
I took
fucking Charlie and the Golden Ticket. God damn.
I took a
I'm
20 out the
fucking
washer
special.
not that long ago. I think it was last week. I took a 20 out the washer.
Hey,
But still,
We
like,
went
yeah,
to 8.
I like, yeah, I know what you're talking about
Had some cat
on the psilocybin.
it does that to me, bro. I go,
That
everything is
what
bullshit.
the fuck? The phone, the media, the
Everything.
shit you see. Yep,
Everything,
exactly. I know what you mean.
politics, everything is absolute bullshit.
My
interac-
guy.
Most
Definitely.
interactions and shit, like, it's all
That's the
bullshit.
Everything
best
is
way.
especially bullshit right now.
Everything.
Yeah, yeah.
is-
Weird,
Everything
bro.
is in fact
It's
bullshit.
fucking weird.
Everything
Like Jake Paul and Logan
is-
Paul.
Dude,
is
it's
script.
worse than ever before. Like, it's
The world
weird.
is a stage, but not on my
We have
not
a-
on my podcast. We
we-
stay tuned.
We do. We really
We're
do.
hitting different frequencies.
normal
We're talking
people.
about the frequencies that
We're all different.
they want you to understand, but we're on the real frequencies. Like, they're on the frequencies that you can't comprehend. We're on the ones that you can feel. And I just want you guys to understand that. What you guys want to do? Because it's about to be way goodbye to the fucking podcast.
Pretty soon, in a sec, I think we should do a
What's up?
What do we need to do?
I think
wrap up
Andy.
on the Andy thing.
What? That's about it, dude.
What
Oh, I
about
got
the? What about? Yeah, you guys are drained. Podcast, like working out. Anything you got?
Oh, hey. So soon, as you two know, we get in the house soon.
Okay.
We're gonna be. Bobby had the idea earlier. Robert over here. Robert had the idea earlier of. Oh. Why not?
This is important. You gotta hear her. Give us a sec, because it's
Right.
gonna be cool shit. I like this idea a lot.
We're gonna have fucking
To
the
the ones that
podcast
listen to the end.
at the new house.
Yes.
We're gonna have the podcast there, and we're gonna have mats. We're gonna roll, brothers. We're gonna train. I'm gonna have weights. We have ways to do pull-ups. I have bands, and we're gonna fucking. I want to get
Shout out
jacked,
to
bros.
Richard Mahan.
Richard.
Shout
yeah.
out to anyone who wants
Shout out
to go.
to
Richard
Shout
Mahan.
Team.
We appreciate all the knowledge.
Bro, yeah. Let me give you a minute. Yeah.
Do you think?
Shout out.
Shout out Richard Mahan. Shout out all you guys, man. Like Eric Arias, man. Like fucking anyone who's down and willing to like help. Like that'd be cool. Like we're all just trying to fucking fuck around, get better. Like we're not trying to fucking put each other out of fucking like hurt each other, tear up each other's knees and choke each other's heads off and shit. Like
Yeah,
we're just trying to have a
Bro.
fucking good
The,
time.
the
like,
idea is normal guys rolling.
right.
You know what I mean? Like
chilling.
me and Andres are
doing what one would do
pretty
at a
big
gym,
guys, you know, like
doing what one would do
Chris
at a
is
gym, but
small,
at home.
I'm
Not
big,
gonna-
kind of like like
But-
we got the good mix up of
Yeah, we get to
you
get
know,
high.
be friendly,
You know,
learn from each other. We're all normal guys. Like it would be cool if we had some people that did some work, come teach us some shit, do a little podcast.
right?
About,
There's
hey,
a lot to learn.
We're normal guys.
honestly.
We don't really have any background.
Zero
come show us
background,
up-
yeah.
show us what's up. It'd be interesting. Like
It'd be a fun show.
my background is me loving what people are doing on basically my phone, TV. You know, like I've watched Richard and Eric's fights locally, but I've never gone locally. And those motherfuckers get down, you know, like they do their shit. It'd be cool as fuck for those little guys to come fucking pummel me as a big guy. I'm sure they could.
I know both those guys are absolute.
beasts.
Like, they love that shit.
Always
Man.
have
They know
been.
a lot of stuff, and they would definitely be able to teach us a
They-
bunch of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
And, you know, even if we don't get them in, we're still gonna do our
We
thing.
got
Like
them.
we're still like I did my own thing for a while. I got pretty skinny for a while. Once upon a time, but me and Andres
man,
know some shit
I
together.
definitely can get them in like on.
Yeah.
So like,
We'll
don't
figure some
even
shit
worry
out.
about it, you guys. Like,
Eventually, you know.
it'll all turn out, and like I say, like just everyone involved with the community. Yuma, shout out to Yuma and the city and all the bounce back coming after everything that's going on with the world
yeah.
and the pandemic. Like to the ones that are here now, and we kind of like have come to realization of what has been given to us and like passed through, and we may have lost some on the run, but like at the same time, like if you're here now, like just realize like this is a new time and a new chapter in the fucking history books. Like, you know, like we're in a new era,
It's the new
and
1920s.
there's gonna be something
the 2020s.
that's gonna be ahead of us, and all within the
Disease,
way that
pestilence.
we past that. Like, it's in the way we think and the way like
Syphilis.
we evolutionize as human beings, and like
we grow from
within
it. Exactly.
we're growing. Like, I'm saying, like,
We're
this
metal
is
as
like
fuck.
cool, like, to say, like, see where it would be like 20 years from now, like, and come back to this. Like, I'm saying, stay tuned and have a good night. Thank you.
With
Peace
that
out.
being said,
Rock out, motherfuckers.
Bonne nuit.